I just brought it home today and plugged it in. It's been sitting on the shelf. I think it went in for a checkup or repair or something. I don't remember. But it's been just sitting on the shelf. It's his backup, and I brought it home today and just plugged it in. Over.
Okay, so we'll see how it does tonight, but it's not completely clean.
Let me have a little more chatter with and without the amp, Frank.
Okay, well, I just dropped the power back just a little bit just to see if that did anything. So that's with a little bit of reduced power right there. That is the amp. We have that's probably 600-700 watts, and this is just hit the wrong button there. This is just the radio with 15 watts. 15 watts out of just the rig. Over.
Well, you're pretty weak on the barefoot radio, so I can't get any. I don't hear much difference, Aaron. How about you?
Yeah, well, when he first came on and didn't have the amp, it was clean, and then when he clicked the amp on, it's got a little bit, just a little bit of tearing on the edges. But we'll see how it does tonight, Frank.
Hey, Frank.
Yeah, okay. Hi, Dave. And, yeah, okay, now I'm turned around. Okay, that's, okay, here, let me give you a full boost. Hang on just a second, Dave. All right, so Mike and Aaron, that's 100 watts with the radio right there. That's just me and 100 watts in the radio. Now I'm going to just turn that back down to where I had it here. And let's see, where was I? I think I was going to try right about there. I'm going to let my foot off and flip the amp on. Okay, now this is the amp with around 750, maybe 800. Over.
Overdriven. Try cutting your audio back a little bit, Frank.
It may not be that, Frank. What you don't want to drive that amp with anything even close to 50 watts. About 35 watts, and it goes nonlinear.
Yeah, well, I'm only putting about 10 watts or so in right now. Okay, I turned the mic gain down, and that's about 500 watts. I'm only putting 10% into it, so that should be about 10 watts. Over.
Yeah, sounds good. Here, now go back up to 20 watts and see what it sounds like.
Okay, there we are with 20 watts. 20 watts, 20 watts. That's 20 watts. Over.
I don't hear any problem.
I'm still hearing something extra in there with the amp on.
Well, you're hearing something I'm not hearing, but you've got better ears probably. All right, well, let's go on anyway. We got people trying to check in here, so let's start the net. I'm running a little late here this evening. So we got Aaron, 1079. As you flying co-pilot, you got your co-pilot with you, Aaron?
Yep, 1079 and Bozo 1100, K6USY. Thanks, Mike.
Okay, and then I heard way down in the hole there, I heard 86. So just write down 86. Dennis is in here. We got Frank.
Dave.
I don't know which Dave. I know, but I don't have a number for Dave because I haven't got a call sign yet. You just put in Frank, of course, 72. Who's Dave? Is that you, VBG?
The VBG's here, yeah.
Okay, 971. Good evening to you, Dave.
Well, good evening, Mike. 982.
982. KG6 Charlie Echo Fox. Good evening to you, Daryl.
Good evening. WA6AJ727.
Thank you. There's the number that Judy's waiting for.
704.
There's Terry, KK6ZKE704. You guys are getting with it here. Judy's just wanging away here. Go ahead, guys.
I got more.
BTU 712.
Oh, there he is. KC5JT. Say it again, Kerry.
KC5 Delta Tango Uniform. KC5 DTU 712.
There you go. Beautiful. And Judy's got that one. And who else do we have? Boy, everybody's here tonight.
1009 KJ6TYO, Ron.
Yeah, very good, Ron. We looked for you the other night, but we didn't hear you. But I'm glad to have you in here tonight. KJ6TYO 1009. Good to hear you. I'm looking for a guy that I haven't heard, and I'd like to catch tonight if he's in here, is Adam, KE6BON. So if anybody knows what Adam's up to, he may still be on this fire thing, which means I won't but I need to know so I can bring the engine home that he's going to put into my log splitter. If he isn't home tomorrow, I won't bring it home. Simple as that. So there we go. Let's see. Anybody else, and then we'll shoot it around the loop for comment. K6MYC.
You had a comment on that there.
Go ahead, Frank.
Yeah, who was the comment? Contact?
KE6VON, sir.
I'm sorry, who was it? Was that you, Adam?
Hey, affirmative, sir.
Okay, 10, what is it? 10, what the hell's your number?
1040.
Oh, yeah, IRS 1040, okay. Very good. So are you going to be home tomorrow, or what's your status?
I should be around, yes. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I'll be around. I got too much stuff to do tomorrow.
Well, is it convenient for me to drop by later in the afternoon, let's say 2 or 3, and drop the engine by?
No, absolutely. I should be here. Shouldn't be a problem.
Okay, the only reason I wouldn't do that is if I can't get my driver to bring his truck. If his truck is out of commission, then I won't do it. But otherwise, we may bring the engine by. And I've also got 2 chainsaws. One of them is the bigger Shindawa, and both Frank and I have had trouble with it. There's nothing wrong with a chainsaw. You worked on it last. Everything is spiffy. We just can't make it start. It refuses to start. And we tried several different things. Frank's worked on it. I've worked on it. One of them, the other one, the old one, starts fairly regularly, and I've been using it. But the newer one just doesn't want to. And I'm sure it's just a carburetor thing. You might want to think about the fact that instead of where you live at 300 feet above sea level, just tune it up as if you lived at 1,300 feet, Adam, over.
Yeah, copy that. Yeah, the altitude difference between you and me should not make a difference. We're not that much apart. Now, if we were, a couple thousand feet, then absolutely. But no, that little bit shouldn't matter. But yeah, no, bring it by. We'll take a look at it.
Yeah, one of them's got the damaged bar, and a few other parts are cracked and broken on it. So it's going to take a little bit to put that one back in shape. That's the small Shindawa, as I recall, and then the bigger Shindawa that doesn't want to start, and then and I'll bring the engine by. So if everything goes according to plan, and I've got your phone number, if anything, I'll give you a call, and when we leave the plant, make sure you're there and all that stuff, Adam. KE6VON 1040, thank you. K6MYC.
Comment.
Go ahead, Frank.
Hey, Adam, this is Frank, W6BBS. Yeah, that saw, right after you finished working on it and whatnot, it just kind of got set aside because we weren't using it. And I went to use it one day, back in June or something like that, and got down there, and I couldn't get it to start, didn't have time to mess with it. I went and hunted Mike down and took the one off of his cart that he was using. And so then it got set in the garage and just forgot about. And then I brought his saws and chains up here to sharpen them, and I got that one sharpened up, and I was going to just start it up and go do a test cut and just make sure everything was copacetic. Wouldn't start. I dribbled a little gas. I took the air filter and everything off, dribbled a little gas in it, and it's like it's not getting fire, because even with a little gas dribbled in it, it would not even make a puff at all. So that's my comment, W6BBS.
Okay. We'll go through it, figure out what it is. I know that one had a new carburetor on it, so yeah, we'll take a look and figure out. Check spark, check all that stuff. Part of my assessments on it, but we'll figure it out. Get it going again. It had a new top end on it as well too, a new piston and cylinder, as I recall.
Well, you pissed it off.
Yeah, something, but yep. No, we'll get it all taken care of. All right, KE6VON.
Okay, very good, Adam. Thanks much, and welcome back. Anything to report? Any exciting stuff happened while you were on duty or on call, over?
Nah, not really. One of the big fires down south, the line fire, that they had kicked all the state resources off of it, and it was all federal Forest Service equipment left on it, and literally the day after the last of the state stuff left, it blew containment lines and blew out again. So we're dealing with that one again. Other than that, not much going on now. But we'll see. Supposed to have winds coming up here in the next week or so, and we'll see what happens with temperatures.
Well, temperatures are going to be hot for the next 4 or 5 days. So this is still probably the last of the fire season, and if we get some rain, that'll take care of that. But right now, I haven't heard of any serious rain in the forecast yet. Alrighty, let's see. Let me get it around the group. Let me see. Rob, are you in here tonight?
WB6JNP, Campbell, California.
Oh boy, Campbell, California, way up there in San Jose. Very good. I'm not pointed at you, but I'm copying you from Campbell. WB6JNP is 107, Judy. Very weak, but we'll pick you up if you can stick in the car for just a second. Let me get through all the local guys here. But good to hear you from the Bay Area there in Campbell. WB6JNP Mobile, K6MYC.
Okay, K6MYC, WB6JNP 107. We're on the single loop, and we're about 50 watts of power with the 857 in the truck. So anyway, we'll stick around.
A little rough copy because of multipath and flutter, but we'll get you. We got you logged in anyway, so good deal. Okay, let's do it this way. Dave, I think you were close to the first of the list here, so let me go back to you, and then we'll get it over to Daryl and on around the loop here quickly. K6BBG, K6MYC, how are you doing?
Well, I'm doing okay. It was a nice day today, a little warm, but not bad. And other than that, just sitting back, sucking in oxygen.
Missed the last comment.
I say, other than that, just sitting back, sucking in oxygen.
Oh, sucking in the oxygen. Okay. Okay. Very good. Well, hang in there. It's going to be warm for the next few days, so you probably ought to just hunker down and keep on your carb. What is it? No, cardio, not carb diet. It's the meat diet. What do they call that?
Carnivore.
Carnivore diet. That's right. Good enough. Up to you, Daryl. KG6 Charlie Echo Fox still. Probably on the basic antenna system, haven't put the big stuff up yet, K6MYC.
That's right, I haven't yet, but I will be. Right now I'm gearing up to have my cataract surgery done. I got my eye drops in the mail today.
Well, good for you.
Oh, I'll be glad. This left eye's been driving me crazy.
Oh, okay, good. Well, you're going to be happy with it, I'm pretty sure. Are you doing it with the California Eye Institute, Remington?
Yes.
Yeah, very good. Well, Judy seems to be very happy with hers.
Who is that?
That was Daryl.
Daryl?
Yeah.
Good going, Daryl.
Yeah, there you go. Good going, Daryl. All righty. Let's see. I think it's down to you, Terry. KK6ZKE. Well, K6MYC. What do we got?
285. Mike and Judy, I got a very nice foretaste of the future with the Bank of America zeroing out on my accounts this morning. Very nice.
Okay. We're watching the skunk that just came over to get something to eat here. We're getting a show here out there in the barn this evening. I put 2 little canisters of food out, and boy, they're chowing down. Yeah, well, I didn't quite understand your Bank of America statement there, Terry. I'm sorry, I got distracted with the skunk. Did you say Judy had a nice voice? She should work for Bank of America?
No, I was saying that this morning all my accounts were zero balance, and it was the same for everybody around the nation, I guess.
Oh, really? I didn't hear that.
Yeah, they're a wonderful computer system, you know.
Which is this, Bank of America?
B of A, you bet.
Yeah, Bank of America. Okay. Well, we think we've been hearing about this kind of a bank collapse in one form or another. It may be doing this on purpose to get you prepared for something worse. And of course, on the long term, there's word out that we're going to be changing the banking system over. And if we get it done right, we'll be going back on the gold standard. But I don't know if that's all going to happen. Over.
Well, roger that. I guess they'll do that with the CBDC.
don't know what that stands for.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's a central bank digital currency that they're looking into.
Oh, well, yeah, they've been trying to do that for quite a while. If we can stay away from that, I think it'd be better. If we can just drag this thing out till we get a new administration, I think we'll be on the gold standard pretty quickly here. If we could move ahead and see the future 2 months ahead or after the first of the year, I think we will be quickly moving in that direction if things go right. Apparently the gold has been, a lot of it is not in the Federal Reserve Bank and in storage. It's in other places, but we do have it, so we are backed from what I can gather. Anyway, interesting stuff. Sorry about your account balances. What do you do when you got to pay a bill? What do you do? Tell your PG&E bill people that just wait a few days, you'll have money back in there when the bank decides to bring your balance back to what it should be. Over.
KM6SRR. A few years back, so I sort of got a buffer built in.
You got covered up by Rob. What about the buffer?
Well, I thought about this type of a situation years ago, and I've got a buffer built in, so they've got everything normalized now, though, so it's all back to where it was.
Oh, well, that's good. That's good. I'm glad to hear it. Yeah, well, if you don't have some kind of a backup or buffer or something, then you're too poor to do it, or you're not thinking ahead. All right, Terry, good to hear you. Let's see, Rob, I'm going to take you out of order. You just popped in. We called you earlier. KM6SRR 432. Go ahead.
Okay, Mike. Yeah, no, I had a comment for Terry. I heard on the radio today that somebody called in too, and there's a problem with their app on the phones is what did that. This one guy went in through a different way, and he was able to see all his money in there. So and you know, you may be right with the fact that they may be throwing so many things out here to make it look realistic. So when the real thing happens, it does. They're over.
Yeah, it's hard to say. I know my grandson Kenny just lost his phone on Monday completely. The phone didn't work at all, and it turns out it was a Verizon glitch. I imagine some of you had experienced the same thing, I guess. And but he had a complete blackout. It affected about 1 million customers, from what I understand, maybe more. So there's a lot of little collapses here, and I'm not sure they aren't doing it on purpose. Just short term to get everybody heads up, guys. You better come up with other things to back up what you're doing. Okay, let's see, Mike, over to you. WA6AAJ, glad to hear you back in the shack tonight. K6MYC in a group.
Good evening, Mike and Judy and the net. Yep, back and just trying to clean up 30 years of mess out here over the last few days and making progress.
Yeah, you should give us your call with your Bozo number for Judy again. Over.
Oh, okay. WA6AAJ 727.
You said it at the beginning, but it was so quick I wasn't sure if you caught it. Alrighty, very good. And I guess we'll have Bill in here. Bill was in here last night, really helped out with the 1296 stuff. Let me see if Ben and anybody else is down there. Ben, I'm not pointed your way. Let me get the antenna down your way. For some reason, I got in the shack a little late, and I didn't even get down that way. Where are you pointed, Rob? Can you call Ben?
Yeah, sure. Whoops, I forgot to turn on the amp. Hang on.
I'm coming your way, Ben. Stand by.
N6SWR, KM6SR with K6MYC, 2-meter Bozo Net. You on tonight, Ben? Over.
Roger, N6SWR, I'm here. How do you copy me? I moved my antenna differently than it was the other night, and I can switch it back if it's not as good.
Give us the Bozo number, would you, Ben?
Bozo number 247.
Thank you, sir.
I think it's a little better than last night there. You're about an S3 or so, a very copyable. Over.
Roger, it's probably propagation then, because really nothing's changed. And I spoke to you before on this antenna setting, but you know it varies. This is the one that bounces it off the hillside. Let me point it direct at you.
SWR, KM6SR. You copy?
Yeah, that went way down here. How about you, Rob?
It's a 2 right now, over.
Big double. Say it again, Rob.
Hey, Ben, you're down to about 1.5 for 2, so it's a little worse than where you were before, over.
Hey, Ben, N6SWR, this is Whiskey 6 Bravo Sierra. How do you copy me, over?
You're a solid S2, very copyable.
Okay, very good. I just wanted to give you a report in the middle of all this. I'm up in Coarsegold. I'm 1,000 feet higher than Mike and about 12 miles or so pretty much north of him. But I got a fairly good shot. So you are S3 in here right now. Good, solid copy. Now, when you turned, before you turned, you were worse than that. You improved for me. The other two guys, though, you worked better on the bounce path with net control. So just something to think about, over.
Roger, it just depends who I'm talking to. Then you're actually now peaking out around the S5 now.
Okay, very good. Go ahead, contact.
Okay. Let's see, I haven't heard Rick for a couple of days. AB6RQU, how about you, Rick?
Stand by a second, Mike.
Oh, what's happening?
Yeah, we had a contact in here. Give me your call again real quick, over. N6KTH, I believe he said 907 is checking in from, I believe he said the Atascadero area. So that's who I was hearing in the background. He asked for a contact. I thought he wanted to call Ben. So we haven't swung around your way. Net control will be swinging around your way in a few minutes. We're just about cleaning up with the south, over. Oh, Santa Barbara. Okay, very good. Well, I'm pointed more in that direction. So beautiful. Well, I'll let Mike know, over.
Get his number. I think it's 974. That's Kim.
Yeah, N6KTH. What was your number again? Okay, yeah, I'm turning a little more toward your direction. Yeah, 967, Mike. It was 967.
Yeah, thank you. I couldn't remember it exactly. Well, tell him. Well, you did. You told him he'll be there in just a minute. I could hear him, but I couldn't read him.
Yeah, hey, Ken, if you're interested, Mike's going to be turning your way and give you a call in just a couple of minutes as soon as he cleans up in the other direction there. You're next. Okay, carry on, Mikey. Thank you.
Okay. I did not hear Rick, but we'll give him one more try. KB6RQU, all Bozo 61. Are you there? Nothing heard there. AA6S, are you there, Bill? WA6PYP in Visalia. How about you, Greg? And a few other people. How about AH6W? Is it AD6W? AJ6W? I forgot what Larry's call is here. Ending in W, 4-letter call. How about it, Larry? Nothing from Larry tonight. Let's see, Carrie, it should go down to you. Any quick comments? We're looking at
3.
Another 3 skunks?
No.
What are you looking at?
2 raccoons and 1 skunk.
Oh, 2 raccoons and a skunk now, Judy. Seeing out here. They're hiding from me. I can't.
Oh.
What happened? They're fighting?
There's going to be a skunk fight.
Oh, a little fight here. Okay, they'll get it over with. They're only fighting over the food. They're not fighting with us.
Gone.
Well, I'll go put some more in a minute. We're having all kinds of fun here this morning. Sorry, guys. KC5D2U, give us a quick update if you can, Kerry. Otherwise, we'll talk to you on the phone tomorrow, or I'll be in town tomorrow. Maybe we can work something out. Over.
KC5DTU 712, Roger, Mike. Also have an appointment on the 10th with Remington. I kept forgetting to tell you to go in and get it done.
Oh, good for you. I'm glad you got an appointment. Wonderful, wonderful. Good to hear. And you won't get it done on that day, but you'll be preparing it and get it all lined up and get all the information. I can smell a little bit of skunk smell, so somebody got a little bit loose with their butt end there and gave us a little bit of a little skunk tweak. Not bad, but just enough to tell me there was an altercation between the raccoons and the skunk here. those raccoons better watch out. They're going to have...
They're gone.
Oh, yeah, they went away quickly with that, I'll bet you. They figured out. Okay. Well, anyway, tomorrow, I don't know what your timing is. We may be up for a little lunch. Just Jeff and I are coming into town, so we could maybe meet you for lunch somewhere.
Roger, Roger. Give me a call, and I should be around, and we'll try and do it. But I am going for the surgery. I've already had the visit with Remington, so it will be the surgery on the 10th.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. That's going to be good news. This left eye?
Yeah, I can hear Mike up. He's going to go to right eye first.
Okay, very good. Hi, Pat. KW6PMD 58, K6MYC Bozo 47. Pat, over.
395 Eastern Sierras for any check-in in Southern California, Wednesday night, 2-meter Bozo Net.
47, Pat.
Okay, let me pull back a little bit. Mike 47, got you in there. How you guys doing?
He said, how you doing?
PMD number 58.
58. Thank you, Pat.
W6PMD, this is Whiskey 6, Bravo, Bravo, Sierra. Whiskey 6, Baker, Baker, Sugar, number 7272, over.
Boy, right down to my noise. Is that you, Rob? Is that Rob?
Negative, Frank. Whiskey 6, Baker, Baker, Sugar. Whiskey 6, Bravo, Bravo, Sierra. Whiskey 6, Baker, Baker, Sugar, over.
Boy, my receive isn't what it used to be for some reason. I don't know what's going on with this setup here, but I can just barely pull you out. I got Mike, I got 47 in, and who's the other station?
72.
Roger, got it that time. 72. Okay, well, that makes a big difference when I can hear you. Now, that's Frank up there, W6 Bravo, Bravo, Sierra, Roger.
Roger. You're S3 in Course Gold. S3 in Course Gold, over.
Copy, S3 Course Gold. You're about S5, S6 now down here in Gavilan Hills, which is about 20 miles south of Riverside.
Roger. Okay, good contact. Carry on, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate the contact there, Frank. Anybody else? Central Valley, well, I'm looking this way. This is W6PMD, Bozo 58, Southern California.
Go ahead, Rob.
Yes, Frank, I'd like to check in with you. This is Kilo Mike 6, Sierra Romeo. Rob, number 432. 432, over.
432. Rob, I got you in there. And Ben, I got you in there, too. 247. Is that a Roger?
That is Roger. I'm just curious as to what my signal report is tonight.
You're 5-7, S5, S6, S7 right now. I got a lot of noise here, but boy, you guys just came up here in the last 5 minutes.
That propagation got better. Thank you so much, and success will be up.
You bet. All right. Take care. Anybody else up Central Valley? We got Mike 47. We got number 72, Frank. And we
Kilo 6, Mexico, Italy, number 711.
A double, John. Try it again.
K6, Mike, Italy, number 711.
We got you here, John. I don't know if he heard you. Where are you pointed? Toward Pat?
Yeah, down south.
Keep calling him.
Okay, Pat, this is K6, Mike, Italy, Kilo 6, Mike, Italy, 711. 711.
Well, last call for Central Valley. Number towards Lone Pine. Last call, Central Valley, Whiskey 6. Papa Mike Delta, along with Bozo 615 down here in San Diego.
Hey, Pat, number 711 is trying to contact you, over. 711 is trying to contact you. John, K6MI. Go ahead, John.
Okay, yeah, a little weak. K6, Mike, Italy, Kilo 6, Mexico, Italy, number 711. 711. Go ahead.
I think you doubled them, John.
Pat's got noise or something. He's not hearing well tonight.
Okay, well, he's just marginal copy here. K6, Mike, Italy, number 711.
have 3 raccoons now. I think we're done. Let me check, see if there's anybody else in our valley here. Central Valley, San Joaquin, K6MYC, Bozo, check-ins, over.
Whiskey 6, Romeo Alpha Yankee.
Whiskey 6, Romeo Alpha Yankee. That's a new one on me. Give us your Bozo number. This is Mike, K6MYC. I'm Bozo 47. I'm in Central California, north of Fresno. I'm net control for the Northern and Southern California Bozo Net. Over, over. W6RAY, go ahead.
Yeah, roger, roger. Whiskey 6, Romeo Alpha Yankee. My Bozo number is 1056. Ray from Visalia.
Very good, Ray from Visalia. Nice to hear you. We haven't heard you for a long time. W6RAY, 1156, is that what he said, Judy?
Yeah.
I think so. 1156. Confirm that, if you would, Ray. Over.
1056.
Roger. 1055. Gotcha. And is your name also Ray?
1056, Mike.
QSL, Romeo Alpha Yankee.
W6RAY. I've lost you, Ray. I'm not sure if you're listening to other things here or what, but let's just confirm one more time. 1056. 1056, and give me your name. Over.
Okay. Well, yeah, 116 was on with 31, and also we got Mike number 47, and then we got number.
Yeah, that is Ray, Mike, and 1056 is correct.
And number 4.
Still talking.
That's Rob. And
no, you're hearing the Southern California guys talking.
Oh, no. Come on.
I'm sorry.
Ray is not talking right now.
247.
Yeah, Ray's not talking, Mike. It's Pat's still talking.
And then we got Mike number 71, number 71, and of course we got Craig number 615.
Yeah, all that activity of Southern California that we're hearing right there.
And they must be checking Ray in on that location also.
It actually sounds like PMD is relaying the information of who he's checked in is what it sounds like, but I can't really tell. It's a little bit weak. Anyways, we can move on.
Yeah, somebody, whoever was talking sounded like they had another voice in the background, but might have been multiple people talking at once. That was what was confusing. I wasn't sure. That's why I thought it was Ray, because I could hear 2 voices at the same time. All right, Ray, I think it's Ray. W6RAY. Just confirm the handle, please. Over.
Handle is Ray, Romeo Alpha Yankee. You are correct.
Okay, Ray, very good. Thanks very much. Sorry for the confusion. We got it all okay that time. We were hearing the Southern California guys right over the top of you there from Visalia, and that's what's causing us a little trouble here this evening, Ray. Thank you. My name is Mike, and we'll be happy to have you check in more often here. That way we won't have to do this number bit over and over again. Hi. W6RAY, Visalia. We got a Visalia station. Wonderful. K6MYC. Anybody else up and down the valley before we go to a Atascadero? Nothing heard. Okay, I'm going to go to a Atascadero. Here we go.
Yeah, and along the way, hit Santa Barbara.
Okay, W6QUI, Ron, if you're there, W6QUI, and you had another one down there, but I just called down, Frank, so maybe if we don't hear Ron, we can pick up the other station. W6QUI and others maybe in Santa, oh, I know who it was. It was Santa Barbara. We'll get you in a second, Ken, and 6KTH. We'll be right with you. W6QUI, K6MYC. Okay, Ron is not there tonight. Down to you, Ken, and let's see if we can pull you through. Frank can probably hear you a little better than I do. N6 Kilo Tango Hotel, K6MYC. Go ahead, Ken.
K6MYC, November 6 Kilo Tango Hotel, N6 KTH, Bozo 967, 967.
Over.
Got the 967. QSL 967, Ken, thank you. You're a little light tonight, and I'm hearing kind of an echo on you. Probably the signal going up and down the valley several times. Hi. Glad to have you in here. Thanks for sticking around. Frank, you want to say hello again to him?
Hello, you're still coming in, Course Gold, just fine. Good to meet you. Have a good evening.
Okay, let's see if we got Eric in here. KN6EIV in the mobile over. Perhaps Eric, K6MYC?
Hang on a minute, Mike. Ken wasn't finished.
He faded out.
Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah, your signal report is only an S1. You're only an S1, but it's a Q5 copy. Q5 copy, over. And if I remember right, you were up to an S4, S5 earlier, over. All right, very good. Hey, Rob, you want to work him?
Yes. How you doing, Ken? N6KTH. This is Kilo Mike 6, Sierra Romeo Romeo. I'm getting you right now about S4, S5, over. Yeah, I changed the direction. I pointed at you a little bit. I found out one day you came in louder over this way. So, yep, a good copy here. Thanks for being there. We'll turn it back over to Mike, KM6SRR. Okay, Mike, you're done.
Yeah, he just faded into the oblivion. I didn't hear a trace of him on the last couple, so he went over your way. All right, Ken, 7-3 if you're still copying. And let's see, KN6EIV or KB6WRW, Atascadero or Paso Robles, Kilowatt 6 Mike Yankee Charlie, calling and listening.
WB6
I hear you, Dennis. Stand by.
Roger.
Okay, I don't hear anybody in Atascadero tonight, so we'll move on. Let me go let's see, Dennis, I'll maybe Frank can pick you up. Dennis, listen for Dennis, would you, Frank? He's going to give you relays.
Yeah, okay. I'm turning your way now, Dennis. Give me just a moment here. And I'll find something to write with. You should be hearing me now pretty good, Dennis. Over.
Yeah, Roger. Good evening. Yes, 5758, over.
I just missed the last. Say again?
Yeah, I'm copying it. Not too terribly strong receiving condition, but I do copy. Are you copying up to take some check-in, over?
Yeah, I don't understand this because everybody else, I was just working Southern California all the way down the other side of Riverside, and usually I hear you better. You're a little bit warbly, but yeah, I can take some check-ins. Go right ahead. Mike's not pointed in your direction. Go ahead with your check-ins. Go ahead, Dennis.
I've got a good copy on you, Dennis, KM6SR. Go ahead.
He's not hearing well.
Hey, Dennis, this is KM6SR. I've got a good copy on you. Go ahead with your relays, over.
Dennis, if you can hear me, check your equipment. Rob and I are both yelling at you with power, and you're not hearing us. You're doing something wrong, over. Okay, roger that. Well, you're S9 Q5 copy. So, okay, we'll wait till Mike gets around here. Over.
I copy just fine now. Your pen came up just perfectly. I hear you just now. Very, very good. I'll give you some numbers real quick, and you can read some more.
Roger, go ahead.
Yeah. That's number 1660. Number 160. Next one is November 1, Papa, Dave 336. We also have N6TNI 132. That's N6TNI 132. The last one is N6BX, N6 Bravo X-ray number 782. Over.
Roger, got them all, and I'm sure that Rob also got them, Dennis. Thank you.
I got him.
Phil.
I got him.
Okay, everybody's got them, so we're good to go. Carry on, Michael.
Okay, your signal dropped out again. I think you said that you've got all of them over.
Roger.
Roger. Okay. Thank you much. I do appreciate it. Have a great home evening. And hello to Judy, WXISO.
Okay. I'm pointed toward Santa Cruz and the southern part of the Bay Area. QRZ is at KW6S first, if we can get you, Tom. KW6 Sugar, K6MYC.
K6MYC, KW6S. Yeah, I'm back.
Hey, you are back, and you were missing. I couldn't remember if you were going to be gone all week or what happened there, but we kept calling, and no Tom. You want to give Judy your number?
Yes, KW6S 610. And yeah, I was down sick. I was sitting here, but not able to get to the radio. Well, I wasn't sitting here too much, but yeah, I've been sick for about a week, and I think I'm at least at the 90% level going forward here.
Oh, why'd you have COVID?
You know, I thought I did. It didn't feel like that when it started out, and then it got that way, and so I started taking tests a couple days ago when it got really bad, and it was all negative for COVID, so I don't know what it was, but it lasted about a week, and I think I'm pretty much good to go tomorrow.
Oh, good. Keep it over there, will you?
Well, all of my activities have been, let's see, I did go outside of the house today, so that was about it.
Okay, well, we're not going to make you stay in house or wear a mask, either one.
Call me. Well, I think my wife probably contemplated that at one point, but no, it seemed like everything, she didn't get anything, and I'm pretty well over it today. This afternoon, it was pretty warm here today. I did get out and work on an antenna a little bit, and that went pretty well, so I'll get back at that tomorrow.
Okay, go ahead, Frank. Go ahead, Frank.
Would wait till I turned around and got a soldering gun in my hand. Good evening, Tom, KW6S, W6BBS, 20 over S9.
W6BBS, KW6S. Good evening there, Frank. Yeah, you're coming in pretty good here as well. Maybe the later dark hours are going to work out well for us here. We'll have to wait and see. And I'm going to start working on the station here a little bit, so I might be able to give you some reports on your beacons as well in the next week or so. WB6S, no, just W6BBS, KW6S.
Well, that's interesting. I don't think I've run across that one, a merging of our two call signs. That's all right. I don't have a problem with it. Very good. Yeah, good deal that you're going to get some antenna work done and whatnot, and the beacons are there for your benefit. They don't do me much good. I can hear them just fine. I just got to step in the shack next door, the building. But anyways, and part of the deal here is I'm running around 750 right now. So I brought one of Mike's spare amplifiers home just to run while mine gets checked out because it was acting a little bit weird. And so Ken's going to check that out for me. And that helps in the new location up here. Conditions always help too. So anyways, good to hear you. Good signal as always. KW6S, W6BBS.
Very good, Frank. Look forward to hearing you, let's see, probably tomorrow night. KW6S, back to you, Mike.
Okay, very good, Tom. I'm glad you're feeling better. And we'll take a check and see if Lee is in here. Lee, I wonder if you're there this evening. AF6 United, AF6U near the Watsonville area, K6MYC, over.
K6MYC, AF6 United, 1098. The Countdown Bozo, I am here tonight.
You sure are, and nice signal too. Good copy, and we hope to hear you tomorrow night. And the beacons, of course, Frank doesn't have the antennas pointed at you, but the beacons are up and running now. And he's had them pointed south. He's had them pointed toward 300 degrees, but that's almost that's about 40. That's about 60 degrees off of you from where he is. So you may not hear the beacons, but he's running about 25 watts on 432. I mean on 1296 there, and 432 about what, 20 watts, Frank?
432 is 25 watts into an egg beater, so it's omnidirectional. Currently, 2 meters is dropped because I had to swap some radios around. Currently, 10 meters or 2 meters is only 10 watts, also into an egg beater omnidirectional. 1296 is about 20 watts into an 49er, pointed currently at 315 degrees. Over.
W6BBS, AF6 United. Yes, I copied that. Excuse me. I was able to copy the 144 beacon on last Saturday, I think it was, and the 432 beacon last Saturday as well. And I got the antennas peaked up and everything, and it was sounding real good. Low S meter reading, less than S1, but I was copying them here quite solid last Saturday, and so I'm hoping to. I was on the air last Thursday for the net, and I just couldn't quite make it through, so I'm hoping I'll be able to make it through this Thursday there. W6BBS, AF6 United.
AF6 United, Whiskey 6 Bravo, Bravo Sierra. Okay, first comment is about checking in. If you're hearing any one of us on a night like Thursday, and if you hear me, even if Mike's checking somebody else in, make some noise. Especially if you start to hear somebody strong or something, make some noise, and you'll get one of our attention, because Mike's not only listening for check-ins, but I'm listening for guys underneath him that he's missing. Rob's listening. There's a lot of us also listening to pick you guys up. So when you get a little bit of peak in the band and you're hearing stuff, don't wait your turn. Just make some noise and get checked in. Over.
Roger, roger there, Frank. Thank you very much. Yeah, I think I got that advice from Mike last week, or the admonition from him. And, yeah, I will do that. And even though I'm still running a pea shooter, I'm at least up to 50 watts on 432. So I'm hoping that is going to make a little bit of difference, that I might at least be heard out there. So with that, thank you, W6BBS. I'll turn it back over to Mike, K6MYC from AF6 United.
He turned it back to you, Mike.
No, I heard it. Judy was just talking to me there for a second. Okay, very good, Lee. Solid copy on you. And Tom, I guess we're done. Lee, we're done. We'll slide on up. I'm pointed to the Bay Area now, so we should have some check-ins. They were very slim yesterday. I think everybody on 1296 is watching the debate. Okay. 7-3, guys, and we'll see you tomorrow. K6MYC Bozo Net right into the Bay Area. QRZ. Over.
AB6SR 807.
1090.
Okay, I hear you, Gary. I hear you, Stan. 807. Take one, Stan, and then we'll pick up Gary there.
Yeah, okay, Mike. K6MYC and Judy there. This is AB6SR 807. It was a warm day here. It's exactly 100 degrees, so one of the hottest days of the year, if not the hottest, I think. Air conditioning still going here. Okay, not much else to report. Frank's coming in at 5 and 9, and he's just a little bit weaker than you, but you were a phenomenal signal, three-quarters of an hour ago when you were beamed away from us, so pretty good conditions, I think. Back to you. Hope the wildlife menagerie is going well and everything's good there. K6MYC, AB6SR.
Yeah, Roger. AB6SR, K6MYC. Very good. Okay, on your temperature, about the same here. I think we had about 100. It didn't get much more than that, but it was warm. But thank you. And okay, well, I was pointed at you at the beginning of the net. I just didn't pay attention. I came in here right at 7:30, so I was late, and I didn't look at the direction. So I was checking people in like crazy, but I was pointed right down your throat, so that may be when you heard us. Very good, Stan. Thanks, and good to hear you. Maybe we'll catch you tomorrow night, hopefully. AB6SR, and who was the other one? I forgot already. Oh, Gary, sorry. WNI, K6MYC. Go ahead, Gary.
Well, thank you, Mike. Yes, you got the call right. This WB6791090. So I think you had everybody confused, but I figured you were pointing to the Bay Area because I said you were so loud, it was unbelievable, and it's the same strength, so clearly you were pointed in our direction. I would just to let you know, I tried 6 meters. I don't know if you recollect that, but it was incredibly weak. I listened, I could hear Jim, JPL, I could hear you, but I couldn't hear anything else, and I didn't bother calling because I said the signals were so weak. But at least I tried 6 meters, and it was a big no-go, but 2 meters is making up for it. Anyway, Mike, nothing more here, so say hi to Judy as well, and then turn it back to you. K6MYC, WB6791090.
285.
Okay. Very good, Gary. We were talking about the direction and your number almost the same. 1090, and we were at 290 here. And I thought that's what Judy was giving me your call, and she was giving me the direction on the readout here of the rotator. That had me stop for a second there. Anyway, good to hear you. And I don't know why 6 meters was terrible. I had all kinds of noise. Number one, I had signals were all chopped up, and lots of QSB. So I would say signals were just terrible on Monday. On 6 meters, particularly in the Bay Area. So it's not unusual that we missed you. Okay, let me see. Who else do we have in the Bay Area here? K6MYC and the group listening. Go ahead.
285 WB6JNN.
285 JNN. Good evening, Jim. Good signal tonight. You're much stronger tonight. Over.
Yeah. Well, last night was sort of different for sure. And well, the ketometer says that it was too hot outside. Actually, I had to pull them inside. They didn't want to come. But it was 103 on my patio, so I decided for the cats that they didn't need to be out there, brought them in and put them on the couch.
Yeah, well, you guys got the hot stuff. I think it's coming our way. We were hot today, but 103, of course, for us doesn't even raise an eyebrow. We just go through it, and we just sweat a little bit and don't think about it. But it certainly is unusual for the Bay Area, particularly at this time of the year, in October already. Holy cow. Time flies while you're having fun, Jim. Thanks for checking in here, of course, and we'll look for you on 432 tomorrow night, but nice big signal. A little chopped up with flutter tonight, but very strong. WB6JNN, thank you. K6MYC, go ahead, Jim.
Yeah, okay. Well, yeah,
The good news is that I was able to stay in the nice, cool house. And the bad news is it was a spare the air day as it is tomorrow and the next day and yesterday. And so I finally did the ribs in the air fryer. And not so good that way, but better than nothing. WB6 Shannon.
Okay. Well, hopefully it'll cool off for you a little bit. We're supposed to have continued 100-plus degree days till near the end of the week here, or through the end of the week. Anyway, we'll live with it. Let's see, Jim, W6PQL, are you here? I don't hear Jim. How about AXX? Ed, are you here? Anybody else in the Bay Area, please? KG6SOK's got so much noise he can't hear us. KB6BA, how about you, Oliver? Oh, Oliver's gone. He's up in British Columbia. So we're running a little thin in the Bay Area. KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie, how about you, Mike?
WFC, are you there? No response.
W6PQL.
Oh, there you are. There was another voice in there underneath you, Jim, so maybe you can take a listen and see who it was. 1296 W6PQL, big signal. Go ahead.
Yeah, we got a little bit of a peak right now. It's 105 here today on one indicator. The other one said 102. That's typical for those two. They're on different parts of the yard. Guess it's a little stuffy on one part where it says 105, but the forecast is for this to last 3 or 4 more days, so that's unpleasant. Gosh, the air conditioning system came on, I guess, about 10:15 this morning. It hasn't gone off since. 75 here in the radio room, so I'm comfortable. K6MYC, W6PQL.
Yeah, okay, fine, Jim. Boy, you guys are getting hot end of the summer. It's going to be warmer over there, or it was warmer over there than we had here today. So, and it's going to continue, it looks like. This is a pretty steady little stream of warm weather. And we'll be paying for this. I'll bet you in about 2 weeks we'll be freezing our butt off, over.
Yeah, we'll probably be fussing about it being too cold and wanting it to come back to this, but I don't think so. Maybe my memory will be a little longer.
Yeah, you got enough BTUs soaked up to last a month, huh?
Well, I think so. Yeah, certainly the ground isn't going to be cold for a while.
Yeah, there you go. All righty. Take a listen and see if you can pull out anybody that I'm missing. There's one little weak voice. I don't think it was Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie underneath you, but I just couldn't pull it out. We've had some unusual, more occasional check-ins the last couple of weeks. So sometimes the guys that are checking in, I don't recognize the calls. W6PQL, he's going to take a listen for anybody else in the Bay Area, guys, K6MYC. Go ahead, Jim.
Okay. Anybody else in the Bay Area not within earshot of Mike, W6PQL listening?
I think you heard me. I said something about the same time you did. And you blocked me probably.
Oh, I got you, Jim, but you're fluttery and there's 2 or 3 people talking at the same time. Jim, J and N, go again.
No, I was just saying I didn't hear anybody. I think and Jim came in about the same time. So I think you heard me under him.
Okay. Is there somebody else underneath Jim and Jim there? K6MYC Bozo Net. Look in the Bay Area.
N6RO.
Okay, well, sort of the Bay Area, Oakley. N6RO. Tell Judy your number.
Yeah, I was just hearing Jim very loud. I'm pointed down that way. I'll wait my turn for the rest, okay?
Oh, okay. Well, we'll put you in here 8:35 anyway. We'll be there in just a second. I think we pretty well got the Bay Area cleaned out, but there's a lot of people that are missing here.
Yeah, I'm hearing a lot, but Jim is the loudest.
Yeah. Any more in the Bay Area? One last check. K6MYC Bozo Net, beaming the Bay Area. Bozo Net check-ins, please. Very quiet. Okay, up to you, Ken. Go ahead. Take one. N6 Radio Oscar, K6MYC.
Yeah, I want PQL.
Yeah, I'll switch down your way. K6MYC, N6RO, 835 on the Bozo list. Dinner was What was it? Oh, halibut, shrimp, asparagus, corn, mushroom, and onions. High temperature 104, and that's on my my weather station out in the vineyard, where transvaporation may be a couple degrees lower indicated. Anyway, that's the report, N6RO.
Okay, so you had shrimp just for the halibut, huh?
Yeah, I had a real small piece of halibut, so I had to reinforce it.
Okay. Very good. Asparagus and shrimp just for the halibut. Got it. Wonderful. We had a hot dog with all kinds of trimmings, man. It was a gourmet hot dog.
Oh, yeah. I'm not into hot dogs, but Spam is good.
Spam is good. I love it. Oh, boy. I think we've got Spam somewhere on the shelf. I think the can is dated 1947.
I'm regular with it. I have it with one egg every other day.
Yeah, okay. All righty. Well, we'll see you tomorrow, Ken. Good to hear you. Sounds like you've recovered from your long RTTY weekend. Over.
Yeah, I got 10 hours sleep today, so I'm finally catching up. I'm still a little groggy, and I got good news from Kaiser on my blood tests and stool tests. It turns out I'm plagued with gluten in my diet, and I'm going to have to stop all the stuff I like.
Oh, what, you got too much glucose, or what you said in your blood there? Well, what are you eating that's not healthy? For gosh sake, you sound like you're eating really healthy. What are they trying to make you quit eating?
Anything with gluten in it, which is basically all wheat products. It's in other processed food, but I can't have wheat bread, pasta, pizza, ramen, noodles, and crackers, and anyway, to stop all the GI problems I got, I'm going to get rid of it all.
Okay. Well, that may be a blessing in disguise to get rid of that and clear up another problem at the same time, and get rid of your gluten under control there. I haven't ever had that issue. I like wheat bread. I mean, I hate white bread. Not hate it. It's not my favorite. I like stuff with little nuts and crunchies in it. I like Famous Dave's or whatever his name, Famous Mike's or whatever his Iron Mike's bread. He makes good bread. I love that stuff. It's healthy, but it's probably got a lot of gluten in there. Anyway, let you go. We'll see you tomorrow night, Ken. Thanks, as always, for checking in here. N6 Radio Oakley, K6MYC.
Yeah, I got to see if I have enjoyed Dave's bread for quite a while, the wheat bread. Got to see if he makes a non-gluten type based on oats or something. Anyway, we'll solve the problem.
There you go. All righty. I'm going to head up towards Sacramento and see what we get here. There's Sacramento thereabouts. We should hear Dennis and Rio Linda here now. But Dennis, we did get all your check-ins, 336, 160, 132, and 7 something in the last one. I can't remember who that was, but we got them all in here. Over. And Dennis is gone. Okay, how about KJ6 KFB? Okay, 756. Boy, you're marginal. We got some power line noise or some solar inverter noise coming in on you, Darren. So it's not Q5, but we heard you. Take another transmission, and I'll see if I can find a better heading here. KJ6 KFB, Southwest Sacramento. Go ahead. Now we got you. Just as you signed, I got you tuned in. I went by you tonight. The path is skewed to the west from your location. Darren. Darren. So you're a very good copy now. How may you hear me okay?
Yeah, a little bit of fluttering there, but yeah, we've always told you, you come up that west to the west, it seems to come up through the valley a lot better, at least during some times of the year. At any rate, I'll hand it over. I know KO6KD is hanging out there. KR6MR is waiting as well, so I'll step out of the way and let you have at them. CJ6 KFB.
Okay, how was your daytime temperature today?
I guess it was around 95, 98, something like that.
No, not too bad. Everybody else, even in the Bay Area, was running 100 plus, so you're lucky you had what you had. Thank you, Darren. I'm sorry, I keep getting you and Daryl mixed up here. As a local guy by the name of Daryl here, so I apologize for giving that name out wrong. Good evening to you, sir. 756, and I'm going over there to KO6KD. How about it, Bill?
Yeah, right here at KO6KD, number 776. And they say we were 104 today. I don't think it got that hot, but everybody else seems to think it was. Since I never get outside, I don't know. But usually it gets pretty warm in the house here if it gets that hot. So, anyway, and the other thing is I went up to, I followed you and your grandson up the band, and after you started chatting for a while, I noticed that his signal started coming up quite well. He got up to about a 5 and 5 for me, so his signal actually improved. So I thought maybe I'd pass that along to you as the morning went on. As we got closer to about 9:30 in the morning, his signal actually improved. No reason for me to jump in there. I just wanted to get past that along to you, my observation tonight. K6NYC in the group, KO6KD.
Yeah, fine, Bill. Thanks for the report on Kenny, K6KJS. Yeah, he's still got the antenna down. He hasn't pulled it up. I keep telling him to go out and pull it up. I think he's not lazy. The problem is he wants to do some more work on the antenna, and apparently it's hard to get up and down. He probably didn't take the time initially to put pulleys on the ends, so it takes him a little while to get it done. It's over a tree limb at about 40 feet, but it probably sticks and drags and stuff. So it's a little bit awkward, so I think he's hesitant to put it up as long as he's got comm with me. But he'll get there eventually. At least it works, and I'm hearing him fine. He did peak up, as you said. It got better and better as the morning wore on. It got better and better copy. At night, he's S9 and never drops below it, so it's a different path altogether, I think, a different angle. Thank you for that, Bill. 7-3, and of course we'll see you tomorrow morning. I think I'll be there, and I think I'll be also tomorrow on 432 looking for you. KO6KD, let's get it up to KR6MR and see how he's doing. Over to you, John.
Don't you have a doctor's appointment in the morning?
I do. I'll be leaving at about 9 o'clock, so I may be squeezing in there for first 10-15 minutes. Over.
Okay, all right, very good. We'll see you then, KO6KD.
Thank you, Bill, for reminding me. I didn't forget, but I forgot about that from a net standpoint, or from a QSO standpoint. John, over to you.
Yeah, okay, Mike. K6NY.
While he's writing there, John, I'll say good evening to you. KR6MR, W6BBS, DMO7.
Yeah, Oakland's loud in Nevada, too.
Or he might be in a confab there with Judy. They might be straightening out the logs. And in the background there, I hear Dennis is back. If you're interested, Mike, Dennis is back. So I just want to say good evening, John. I'll stand by now, and we'll see if Mikey got done whatever he was doing there. Over.
No, I just can't copy John. He's in the noise. KE6ILX Mobile. KE6ILX 96, Judy. They're both in inverter noise, Frank. Pick them up.
Yeah, I don't hear the other station. I was hearing John just fine. So John, Mike just can't hear you through his inverter noise right now, but you're all checked in. Any traffic, John? Okay, he's not on his conversation. There's another conversation going on in the background. I think they've turned away from us now, Mike. KE6ILX Mobile turning up 99. Okay, very good. What's your Bozo number?
96.
Oh, okay, 96. I heard him say going. I think he said turning up 99. Okay, you can hear him, Mike. Take over.
No, I can't hear him. I can hear him. I know it's KE6ILX, but it's Q3. So I may have trouble with Jeff, and I'm going to have trouble with the boys in Reading. KD6 Sopping Wet and KO6 Hot Sugar, KO6HS. So those two guys are going to have help, perhaps listening up for the Reading boys. But Jeff, we got you, but I've got noise here. Signals are not real great from your area tonight, at least where you are on 99 there, if you're on 99. KE6ILX, Grass Valley, K6MYC. Go ahead.
Yeah, how copy now? I have the amplifier on now.
Yeah, a little better. It's not your fault. I've got some pretty nasty solar hash in here. Over.
Yeah, I have you S7, S8, no problem. C5 and the other station was C5.
You signed there, Jeff. I lost you at the end there. Frank, did you copy him at all, or is he's the one that's weak for you for some reason?
No, he said that he was checking in, something about he's at the end of his driveway, and basically it was over, Mike, so you're good to go.
All righty, 7-3, Jeff, thanks for checking in. Maybe we'll hear you tomorrow night. You're working long hours, man. 73s, maybe we'll see you on 432 tomorrow night with the beam on the roof of the car there. Let's try Reading, KO6 Hotel, KO6 HS, Hot Sugar, and KO6SW, Sweet Whiskey, Sour Whiskey, K6MYC. Either one of you copy?
You hear Reading, Mike?
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Come again, Reading. I wasn't paying attention. This is Whiskey 6 Bravo, Bravo Sierra. Mike's got noise. He's not hearing you. You're calling your Bozo again, please. Over. Okay, it's KD6SW 145, and I got Ken talking and other people. KD6SW W6PBS. I've got you checked in. Any traffic or any other check-ins from your area? Over.
I don't know. Let's see. Jerry, are you on board?
Okay, KO6HS, number 230, I got you as well. And Mike, they both just came up quite a bit. Can you hear them now? Over?
Well, I'm hearing bits and pieces, but the noise is killing me, Frank. It's our friend over there. And it's just been bad. When it's hot like this, I got trouble. In another week or so, when the temperatures go back, then it gets quiet again. It's just a heat thing, Frank.
Yeah, okay, roger that. Well, you guys, thank you, gentlemen, for checking in. Any traffic from either one of you or any other check-ins? Over. Well, I heard heard you sign there, KD6 shortwave. I heard you sign at the end. Other than that, you've taken a huge fade. I can't hear you anymore. 73, thanks for being there, guys. We'll catch you tomorrow night, tomorrow night. Back to net control, K6MYC W6BBS.
Now, they don't have 432 there. The only other band that Rich has, KD6SW, is 6 meters. I've made 1 or 2 sideband contacts with him. Most of the time it's CW or nothing. So Monday night sometimes we catch Rich in there. But that's it. 7-3, Rich, if you're copying. I hear you bits and pieces, but tough copy tonight. 73 to you, 73 to you, Jerry, KO6HS, K6MYC. 7-3, guys. Okay, anybody else in the Sacramento Valley, parts in between and beyond? K6MYC, Bozo Net. Nothing heard. Let's go to Reno and Carson City, Gardnerville.
Yeah, I got to complain here a little bit, Mike. It's never taken me an hour to put one Superflex connector on before, but every time I turn around to start doing something on it, I got to come play relay. And I'm sitting there laughing. I go, you started this an hour ago and you're still holding it in your lap.
Yeah, I hear you. They're not easy under the best of conditions, and then when somebody asks you to relay, it's even worse. I did not hear Dennis come back. I don't think he could possibly have had any more relays, but he's usually a lot stronger. I don't know what's wrong with Dennis's signal lately. It's been way down, so I think he's got a problem.
Hey, Dennis, are you still in here? No, he's gone. He might have been talking to N6RO, or he was trying to call Reno. I know N6RO said he couldn't hear anything out of Redding, and I think that's what Dennis was saying as well. In the meantime, I was hearing Redding, so bizarre things happen.
Yeah, it's bizarre. Okay, up toward Las Vegas. Not Vegas, I'm sorry.
Wassaw Valley. We got Wassaw Valley. We got Carson City and Gardnerville. Who's in there tonight? Who's in there?
And how about KD6BQ? KD6BQ. How about you, Richard?
Yeah, K6MYC, KD6BQ, number 249. Last heard you were about 10 dB over S9. Trapping strong signal up here tonight. Over, Mike.
Yeah, you're up and down, but very strong here as well, Richard. How about you, Frank? You capping Richard tonight?
Oh, yeah, and just to remind you, Mike, at the beginning of the net, I interrupted 3 different times and said I had more check-ins. I'd like to check in Richard, KD6BQ. He was very loud at the beginning of the net. You're still about an S3 and Q5 copy, Richard. How's it going? Over.
Okay, very good there, Frank. Yeah, we caught you before the net, but yeah, you're not as strong now as you were then. But Q5, so good signal. And yeah, I had time to check into the local Reno net on 2-meter sideband before swinging over here. So yeah, I hear myself just coming up on the live stream. I'm a little behind. Anyway, K6MYC, KD6BQ, and Delta Mike 09, number 249, over.
Good signal. You went down in a fade, but absolutely Q5 the whole time, Richard. So wonderful to hear you. Thanks so much. And let's see if Larry and Daniel, I did not hear either one of them last night on 1296. So I'm kind of anxious to find out if we just had no propagation or they weren't there. How about it, Larry? N7 Whiskey Tango, K6MYC. Okay, nothing from Larry. How about you, Richard come on, mouth. Daniel, Daniel. KE7 UQL, Carson City area, K6MYC, over. 272, we've got you very light, but I'm sure you'll come roaring up in a moment there. Were you on 1296 last night, Daniel, over?
No, negative. I had laryngitis. I could not talk yesterday, over.
Yeah, I didn't get the answer, so I'll have to wait for Rogers or negative in a minute. Right now, you're not readable. You're just below readability on a short over. if you lead into it and then say, I was or I was not on, I was or I was not on 1296. I need it real clear because you're very light tonight. KE7UQL, try it again now, and I'll see if I can find a peak with the antenna. K6MYC, over.
Okay. I was not on 1296. I have laryngitis. I can barely talk, over.
Okay, did you get that, Frank?
That is Beauteous Buford McGillicuddy at your service. I hear him talking, but he's right down in the noise, and I can't understand what he's saying. He was stronger the first time. Try it again, over.
I think he said he was not on.
Go ahead and relay. Thank you.
Yeah, K6MYC, KD6BQ, relaying for Daniel. Negative on 1296. No 1296.
Okay, well, that makes me feel better because I didn't hear him, and I hardly ever miss him, so I was quite surprised that he wasn't there, and I don't think Larry was there either. Tell him thanks, Richard. He's just up and down, and usually Daniel comes roaring in here. The other night he was so loud we thought he was in the shack with us, but you just never know about this band. KE7UQL, thank you, Daniel. Thank you, and we'll see you on 432. You'll probably be really loud tomorrow night on 432. Hi. KE7UQL, back to you, Richard, for a final. K6MYC. It did. Okay. Rough conditions in that direction tonight. Holy cow, maybe something's moving in. Okay, let's see. We're going to try Porterville, Rob?
Sure, sounds good to me. Calling for Porterville, KE6BK. Eddie, you in tonight for the 2-meter Bozo Net? KM6SRR with K6MYC. Standing by. Eddie, KE6BK, you on tonight? Over. Not hearing anything, Mike. How about just for the heck of it, KB6RQU. Rick, you on tonight for a late check-in. 2-meter Bozo Net, KM6SR, standing by.
And he's quiet again. Has he contacted you about that receiver?
Yeah, I think it was this morning he called me, or maybe it was yesterday. One of these mornings he called me, and I talked to him a little bit about it, over.
What's he going to do to get it into your hands or somebody's hands so we can move it for him?
Well, he's got to see about making a deal first. He was talking about wanting to get it fixed, and I don't know if that's the best thing for him to do, but it's whatever he wants. I talked to Ken about it a little bit. Ken's going to do some research. I looked up a few things on it, too, and he gave me a approximate price he was looking for, and I talked to Marcus, and I don't know if he's that interested anymore, over.
Okay, what does he want for the thing?
I think he said $3,700.
Yeah, that's a little pricey. I think if he wants to move it, if he could take $2,900, he'd probably move it real fast. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. It's brand new. I don't even think he's had it on the air, over.
Yeah, he told me he did put it on the air and nothing happened. Then he found out he had it hooked up to the wrong output there. And then when he did get it to the right output, he checked it and it was only putting out 100 watts. So I don't know whether he's got it misadjusted or whether he did something. Ken thinks it's kind of hard to hurt those. If you have nothing on it, it'll shut off. Over.
Yeah, well, I don't know if it's supposed to put out more than 100. I think they're rated at 100. There's a few of them, few transceivers rated at 200, but most of them are not. Over 100 watts should make shouldn't. It's like unlikely that it's just exactly 3 dB down from what it should be. I'll bet you it's rated at 100.
No, I looked up the specs. It's all 200. Over.
Okay. Well, it just seems like maybe he doesn't know what he's doing with it. He's not real expertise in that category, and it may be that he didn't do something right. I'll bet you anything it's perfectly fine. Over.
Comment.
Go ahead.
It probably could be good. He said himself that he doesn't know how to work all the fancy knobs there. Go ahead, Frank.
Okay, yeah, all the fancy knobs and stuff, there's a couple of things that could be looked at. But one of the things about that radio is if he's got, say, he's looking at an antenna with 3-to-1 reservoir or something, it might cut him back to 100 watts. But he's got to get a carrier, use FM or a CW carrier or something to get a real true reading and see what it's really doing. And I can't remember, but that radio may have an actual what's called a carrier knob, and it's primarily for CW, but can affect other things. And if that's like a secondary power setting, if that's set too high, it just craps out everything. If it's set too low, you come out low on power.
So anyway, we're waiting for him to get back to us there, KM6SR.
Well, based on what he's doing, he's never going to get it fixed. He can't even get it out of his own backyard. So I think we've done about all we can for Rick, and he's just going to have to move and do something on his own and get it in somebody's hands that can move it for him.
Well, I'm going to let him get a hold of me and see what he wants to do. I've been trying to be a go-between and help everybody out, so that's all I can do. Over.
I'm not complaining, Rob. You've done more than your share already. It's got to be something. Rick's got to bend over and do a little work on it himself, and stretch his wings a little bit. Maybe meet you somewhere halfway down the road or something. I don't know, but meet somebody down the road a ways. Anyway, I would just let it roll for a while and see. If he lets it go another couple of years, it won't be worth anything. Over.
Yeah, that's probably true, but I'm waiting for him to get a hold of me like he said he would when he gets a chance there. I'm not sure his situation, but he's trying to work through it. I'm just there to help him out. Over.
Yeah. I think the wife's got something heavily to do with it. She's either sick or something else going on there. All right. Take care, all. 73, everybody. How many counts do we? What's our count tonight, Judy? Looks like about 35. I guessed right, 35. That's a pretty good guess. I can't even see the sheet. Over.
Well, I came up with 33, but I wasn't in here in the beginning. I know you went back and caught Dave and Daryl and Terry, but was there anybody before them? Over.
We did get 107. He's up at Mobile in the Bay Area. His wife's at the Kaiser facility up there, I think. So 107, Dane is in, and I think your number's close to ours. I think we're probably close with 37. We must have one or two extras. We did get, trying to think who was in here at the very beginning.
1079 and 1100.
Yeah, 11. You were the first ones in, Aaron. 1079, 1100, Rob.
Yeah, I didn't have those written down. I didn't know whether Aaron had already taken off vacation or not, so I couldn't remember what day he was talking about. So those are two I don't have, so we're good, I think. Over.
Okay, there we are. 37's the number. Good enough, guys. Aaron, 73s. I guess you're gone for a few days now. Is that right, or are you going to be in here tomorrow?
I'll be in here tomorrow. I'm not going up to Yosemite until Sunday morning, so it's all next week that I'm missing.
Okay. Very good. We'll see you tomorrow then. 7-3. Thanks for the help as always. Frank, 7-3. Rob 73 and whoever else is listening, I'm going to get out of here and go in the house and relax a little bit before we have a snack or poo. KM6SRR, W6BBS, K6USY, and Brittany, K6KDA, K6MYC will be clear and monitoring.
I think I heard LOL in there, Mike.
KB6LOL or whatever it is.
Oh, is LOL in here, WA6LOL? Are you here, Dave?
No, that's the other one I forgot to check in from earlier when I kept being ignored. Yes, he was in here at the beginning talking to Aaron and I. Over.
Okay, well, that'll be 38 then, and 856 is his number.
And Rob.
Yeah, go ahead, Frank.
Been trying to holler at you for a while. I just want to make a comment to you, and then you go do whatever you want to do. But if you help facilitate the purchase of a radio like that for certain individuals, what you are buying is the biggest headache you ever had, and the fact that you're going to have to become a master at running a radio that would probably confuse me. It's way, 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 way more than that man needs. He cannot run the radio he got right now. You're just buying a headache there, my friend. Good night, everybody. W6BBS.
Yeah, I'm aware of that, Frank. I'm trying to do what I can to get them together, but they're big boys. They can decide on the price, and they can decide if they can use it. I'm just getting them together. Over.
No, you're going to have to go teach him how to hook it up and how to run it, and that's another 50 knobs for him to call you every 5 minutes with questions.
Yeah, I'm not going to be teaching him how to run it because I don't know how to run it myself. So, and I think he knows that too. Over.
Okay, well, just giving you fair warning.
Yeah, I would share that opinion exactly, Frank. I know what you're saying. The owner has problems, and so does a potential buyer in those departments. They should stay with a knob and an on-off switch. Good night, all. K6MYC.
Boy, you guys are cruel. Okay, K6NYC, W6BBS, and K6USY. 73, everyone. KM6SR going QRT.
Now, my point as you go away, Rob, is just that from day one, and mind you, I was there at day one because I sold him a 706, his first HF rig. I sold him that radio and bought it, sold it to him twice, bought it back both times for more money than I sold it to him for. But that being said, he's never learned the first piece of equipment he ever had. He always thinks if he buys something better, it's going to make his whole ham radio experience better. What makes it better is getting on the air and learning what you're doing and finding out what works and what doesn't and having fun with it. His thing is, Marcus is a guy that he's always got to have the biggest, the brightest, blah, 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 and you go work your butt off to install it for him, and then he doesn't use it. And like in my case, every time I turned around, everything I put in for him, other people came in and tore it all out to do something else, and he had nothing, and I had to go put it all back. And so anyways, I'm getting on a rant. I'm too tired to talk. I apologize. Good night. W6BBS.
Okay, Frank. Well taken.